Hi, this is May here with .com, and I'm upside down. How does this work? Oh, I heard that you can do landscape mode now. However, it looks like it's not really working for me yet. Oh, now it's working. Okay. It's like upside down. Anyway, my name's May, and every week I do a weekly financial freedom checklist. Hi, Gearker. Welcome. Welcome everyone who joined. So I'm getting used to the landscape mode, which is great. However, I just like, okay, cool. I think that's working. Maybe. So anyway, every week I do the financial freedom checklist. And what that does is it keeps you on track toward financial freedom. And what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is when you don't have to work for money anymore. That means you have enough money coming in passively from investments or from your business or whatever it is that you don't have to work a job. Now, it doesn't mean you don't work. Okay, a lot of people who are financially free, love to work. It's just that, you don't have to. You're free, right? So financial freedom is something that everyone should be. And then if you're financially free, the work that you choose to do is going to be work that you love, and that will have the greatest benefit to the world. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Feel free to let me know where you're from. It's good to, I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I'm actually hanging out in my bedroom tonight doing this. My husband and my baby fell asleep in the living room floor. And I was asleep on the couch for a little while. However, I woke up because I wanted to do this real quick. I do this every Friday. And if you want to learn more about how to become financially free and all that kind of stuff, you can go ahead on my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. So the first thing on the financial freedom checklist, every Friday is a payday for some people. In my business, we get paid every Friday. And if you don't get paid every Friday, you might get paid on Fridays, just not every Friday. So the first thing on the checklist is, did you save at least 10%? Hi, Lake Deba. Welcome to the scope. So the first thing is, did you save at least 10% of everything you made in your last paycheck? And that might be today, or it might be last week, or last month. Whatever it is, did you save at least 10%? That's the first item on the financial freedom checklist. So if you did, you can check it off. That's number one. And that's really important, is the habit of saving. Number two, does your savings still exist? Is your savings still there? I had a friend who asked me if she could, buy this something, and I'm like, where are you going to get the money? She's like, my savings. And I'm like, no, you do not spend your savings, okay? Your savings is to save your savings. Don't spend your savings, all right? Savings is what you use later to invest to get those dividends that make you free, okay? So if you spend your savings, you've gotten rid of everything, which would be really sad. So keep your savings, okay? Okay, so that's number two. Is your savings still there? All right, did you keep it? Check, all right? So that's number one. Number two. Number three on the financial freedom checklist, what is your net worth? Do you know what your net worth is? If you know what your net worth is, put a check. How do you figure out your net worth? You take everything you own and you subtract everything that you owe. So if you have like $10,000 and you owe $5,000, then your net worth is $5,000. So what is your net worth? Now, hi Renee Hamilton, welcome to the scope. So it's funny how that is. If you know what your net worth is, hi, where are you from, Renee? If you know what your net worth, we're talking about net worth right now. Number three on the checklist is to know what your net worth is. And the interesting thing is, if you know what your net worth is, Bay Area, oh, wow. So it's kind of late for you, yeah? You're a night owl, yeah? So if you know what your net worth is, then you tend to be wealthier. So it's important to know what your net worth is. So what is your net worth? That's number three on the checklist, okay? Number four, has your net worth increased or has it gone up? So the real way that people measure wealth is not how much you make in income, it's your net worth. When people talk about rich people, they talk about how much their net worth is, because that's the value of their wealth. So did your net worth go up? So if you want to become wealthier, you have to make your net worth go up. How can you make your net worth go up? You can either decrease debt. Hi, Randy, teacher, just welcome. Welcome to the scope. So how do you make your net worth? Yes, you can make more. However, you have to save it. If you don't save it and you don't invest it and reduce debt, yeah. However, it's important to save the money, because if you're just making money, I know a lot of people make a lot of money and they spend a lot of money and their net worth doesn't change. Or it might get worse because they might spend more than they make and then it goes down. So you want to make sure your net worth goes up. Okay? And then the next thing on the financial freedom checklist is to practice appreciation. Okay? So it's important to appreciate what you have in your life right now, because what you appreciates. What does that mean? It grows, it becomes bigger. So if you appreciate the wealth you have already, the money that you already have, if you're on this scope, then you have a lot to appreciate, because that means you have a smartphone, right? And you have the ability to pay for that service, and you have apps, and you can do things on your phone and you have enough money to do these things. So hi, B. Thompson, welcome to the scope. So that's this next thing on the checklist, number 5, is appreciate. So think about right now what you could appreciate. I appreciate the fact that, thank you for the heart. Hi. By the way, if you ever tap on your screen, gives me hearts. And hearts are fun to give people. And we love getting hearts when we do scopes. So anyway. So what do you appreciate? What is important to you? I appreciate better spending habits. Bye, Starbucks. Oh, Starbucks. Bye. So, hi, personal notes. Welcome to the scope. Okay. So, what do you appreciate? Do you appreciate your son? Do you appreciate your husband? That's what I appreciate. That's why I'm mentioning them, right? I appreciate having a bed. I didn't always have a bed. I actually had to think about how to buy one and save up some money and then buy a bed. I used to sleep on the floor, and actually now I do sleep on the floor again. That's another story. Hi, DFW Cash Cowboy, welcome. So, healthcare opportunities, sound mind, desire, options, coolness. Yeah, I know. Healthcare is definitely something to appreciate. I have healthcare too, and I very much appreciate healthcare because healthcare is so important. It gives you peace of mind. When you're sick, you can go to a doctor. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Appreciating that helps keep you healthy. It's important. I appreciate my good health. I think that's important too. Okay, the number 6 thing on the checklist is forgiveness. Forgiveness is important for financial freedom, and you might be thinking, these are unusual things to have on a checklist. However, it's actually very important, because when we don't forgive ourselves or other people, we hold on to this thing. Yes, forgive. Oh, somebody's excited. Renee's excited about forgiveness. If you don't forgive people, if you hold on to a grudge, it has all this negative energy, right? You have to spend time holding on to grudges. You actually have to spend effort, spend energy, spend your emotions, spend time. You end up getting tired, right? And you also spend less time on growing your finances. Hi, Renee. Welcome back. You spend less time growing your finances. You spend less time appreciating people. You spend less time thinking about how to make yourself wealthier. You spend less time loving your family because you're spending time on holding on to a grudge. So you really need to forgive and forget and let go. And there's actually a lot of methods to that. And I'm going to move on. So first take the time right now to think about things in your life that you're holding on to grudges about. Hi, Ronnie Mark, welcome. And that could be against yourself. And oftentimes the grudges you hold against yourself, like you're mad at yourself for whatever reason, those often make you poor because you end up punishing yourself subconsciously, and sometimes that's with money. So you'll punish yourself by feeding bad habits with money. Paying the debts for others. Oh, yeah. That's an interesting one, because if you've ever lent money to other people, hi, Bullets for Breakfast, very interesting name. Okay. Where are you from, Bullets? If you ever lent money to other people and paid off their debt and they didn't pay you back, you might not forgive them for that. It's better to pay for financial education for them versus their bills. This is true, because when you pay other people and you loan them money and they don't pay you back, sometimes you won't forgive yourself for being so stupid, or you won't forgive them for paying you back and you make enemies. And so there's a lot of things that happen financially you might need to forgive people for. However, in general, we need to practice forgiveness for everything in our life. And it will free up a lot of energy and emotional junk and all kinds of things, and it makes your life better in general. So that's number 6, practice forgiveness. So do that, do a little check. You can do that right now. Forgive and forget. Hold someone in your heart and just send them love instead of hate. And I know that's really hard to do. I had a couple people I couldn't forgive recently. Hi, Chito. We're talking about forgiveness. Hi, Patsy. And I had a hard time sending them love, right? The exercise I was doing was, hi, Chris. Hi, welcome. Chito. And then I was like, okay, I need to send them love. And in the beginning, it was so hard. And then finally I could do it, right? I was like, okay, I'm sending them everything that they want, everything that they love, everything that I know that it would make them happy. And then as I did it, I felt better, I felt lighter, I felt freer, and and my business got better. So it works. Trust me. Practice forgiveness. Okay. The next thing on the checklist is grow. Learn something new and grow. So you need to be always learning. If you want to be financially free, if you want to be wealthy, you have to learn new things, right? Someone gave me a thumbs up. That's good. She gave me a thumbs up. You have to learn something new, right? If you're not learning and growing, you're dying. Now, especially with your finances, if you're not very good with your finances yet, you need to actually never get comfortable. Yes, this is true. If you feel very comfortable where you are, you probably need to move on and do something that will make you grow. Yeah, so you have to learn new things, okay? How do you do that? Now, you might be like, how do I do that with money? Well, there's plenty of ways with money to learn new things. One of them is read books about money management, investing, read magazines. I used to read Smart Money magazine. It would come out, and they would talk about all these investments you could do. And that's when I learned about real estate investment trusts, REITs. And I started investing in that, and those make us a lot of dividends. My husband and I, we make about $500 a month in dividends from that, just from investing in that, and that's really easy to do. And I learned that from a magazine, because I was reading, and I'm still always reading about money, how to invest better, what to invest in. So, subscribe to some kind of a financial magazine. You can read, Smart Money is no longer around. However, you can read Forbes, you can read Wall Street, you can watch financial news broadcasts. You can check out my blog if you like. I teach about these REITs that I do. Hi, Chloe Instruct. How are you? My blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com, by the way. It's one of my hashtags. Just add a .com. You can always visit my blog. And there's a lot of information there you could learn about. You can get a mentor. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. If you tap your screen, it gives me hearts. I love that. So you can always get a mentor. Like if you have friends who are financially free, you can learn from them, ask them questions. Thank you for the hearts. Hi, Budianto. Welcome to the broadcast. So it's important to learn and grow, okay? And today, I usually share something at this point where I learn something and then you can maybe learn it too. Accountability partner is excellent. Yes, if you have someone you can work with as an accountability partner, that helps a lot. And one of the reasons I do this financial freedom checklist is because I want this checklist to be my accountability partner because for a while, there was a little while, the last couple years, not this past year, 2 years before that, I stopped checking my net worth. And you know what happened? My net worth stayed exactly the same for like 2 years. And then last year I was like, holy moly, I stopped looking at my net worth and I stopped checking it. And so I started checking it and then it went up. It started increasing again because I made myself my own accountability partner. And the reason I'm doing these hangouts is not just for anyone watching, and it's also for me to remind me to do these things on the checklist because they're important. And there's things on here that you might not do all the time. get caught up with life. I had a baby, you know?